I know I'm late with this, okay? I was busy. Nandi went live yesterday in front of the courthouse again because she went to go double check on the things that Carmen and them allege happened for the reason why the warrant was rescinded. Well, baby, she had a mouth full, and she also spoke on Tukay. He seems to end up in the middle of things a lot lately. Check it out.
She lied to you, not y'all, to her followers, and made people believe. Even 2K with his gullible ass sitting up there telling my son, cause yeah, the bond was recalled because the judge looked at both of their background and said, well, damn, I'm gonna go with Carmen. I'm gonna for Carmen on this one, and I'm gonna go ahead and pull the warrant. That's not how the law works. I don't give a if I was a mass murderer. I don't care if I was like Lakeisha Brooks' husband is. Okay? With little kids, I read the report, kids under 16 years old. I wouldn't give a if I was a murderer. It wouldn't matter what someone's background is. None of that matters. See, this is the part that they don't get. None of that matters when you are pursuing charges against someone for something that has absolutely nothing to do with that. It doesn't matter. Who cares? It has nothing to do with that. So all that, the judge had looked at her background and looked at my background, even though I know I don't be using my real name, which is Carmen Riley. So, you know, the judge should be looking at because I go by Carmen in the streets and stuff like that. So he be looking at some fake about me. The law don't work like that. The judge absolutely did not go and play favorites and go and look to see whose record looks like this or who looks like that, and then, well, let me go ahead and pull the warrant. That absolutely didn't happen, and that would never happen. That would never happen. The reason the warrant was recalled is because Carmen lied like the lion she is and called the courthouse and said, I didn't know. I had no idea. I was in a coma all this time. Lying at She lied to the judge and said she had no idea, even though she was online saying she had every idea. And that's why they recalled it, because the legal system, it is broken in a lot of ways, but it's supposed to be just and it's supposed to be fair. So if a person says that they didn't get a notification to go to court and there's a warrant issued against them for something like terroristic threats, which is a huge deal, of course, they're just going to look at the address and say, well, the address we sent it to is such and such and such. And then the person says, oh, that's not my address. My address is such and such. So the onus is on the court to make sure that the notice gets out to the intended parties, period. Okay? And I didn't have her address. I didn't supply them with that address. They had that address in the system. I jotted it down. They told me what it was. I jotted it down. And because it's public information, I could have looked it up. And from her other cases, and you know, so they said, all right, you know what, our bad, you didn't get the notice. Well, you know, now you're on notice. Okay, we documented it, and the court date has been rescheduled for August 19th at 9 a.m. And that's how that happened. It had nothing to do with anything about the judge getting phone calls and playing favorites and looking at somebody's background and comparing it against the other. That's complete poppycocking. And anybody even feeding into that and believing that just as dumb as they are. I know y'all don't. But their followers are dumb as they are so simple-minded and one-track minded. It's utterly ridiculous that they would even believe something like that. So I came down to the court today because I needed to know definitively what was really up, what really happened. Okay, because maybe that did happen. I doubted it. But I came down here and I spoke to the powers that be, and they told me on no uncertain terms that they tell Carmen that, you know, oh, we're going to look at backgrounds and da-da. On no uncertain terms, the warrant was recalled because they sent it to an address that Carmen said she wasn't at. That's it. There's nothing else. There's no God was watching over me and he had it recalled. Nobody else could do it. No, you lied and said that you didn't know about the court case, which you did. You knew better than I did. You're on camera talking. Carmen, you're lying at you and that vampire bride you married to. Okay? So that's what happened with that. Now, let me clear up one more thing before I leave. The vampire bride, which would be AKA Taterhead, AKA Lil Scrappy, she got on camera on one of those panels and put it on her page that moi lied on the application for the warrant. Are you nuts? Baby, you need to go and get them heart implants taken out because they clearly leaking in your body. And it's clearly your brain and your vision. Because there ain't no way on God's green earth I'm going to lie on a warrant application and do the same thing you did to me last year and went down there and told lies. Huh? I showed it online many times. You lied to get me locked up. You lied, Carmen, and said that I sent people to your job. You don't even have a job. I sent people to your job to fight you, that I showed your social security number online. I don't even know your social security number, but these are the lies she told, and it worked because it got me locked up. That I posted her phone number online. I don't even know your number. I don't even know what it starts with. That I threatened her family and friends. Just all these, that's called lying on a warrant application. That you did, and you're going to answer